What's up, guys? This is Sage with SaigeJonesRadio. I'm here with Rimo from Slightly Stoopid.
I've been with the band 10 years, but the band's actually been going strong for closer to 20 years now. Like Miles and Kyle met when they were kids and started making music, and things have sort of evolved over the years from being a three-piece and playing punk rock and rock and ska to now being an 8-piece band and playing those genres and also getting beyond just those sort of confines. And we all kind of get along. We're kind of like brothers, but we box a little bit here and there. But at the end of the day, we support each other in a lot of ways, and we're all kind of going through a lot of similar kind of milestones right now. Especially with having kids and all that.
Right.
Most of the guys in the band now have at least 1 or 2 kids, and so we're kind of going through a lot of a lot of these things in life together.
What is it about you guys? Do you think that you guys stay together? Because so many bands end up splitting up and having these dramatic breakups.
Totally. Honestly, I think it's just a normal. We're all just normal dudes, really, at the end of the day. And I think we're not trying to be something. It's not like a big like cinematic production. Like I'll wear these clothes on stage tonight. You know what I mean?
How do you feel like having a college education has influenced being an artist? Because so many artists don't go to college.
Right. I mean, for me, it was kind of a natural step. Like I had been playing music in high school and learned how to read music, and I had a really good mentor in high school, a jazz bass player that was our music teacher by the name of Mark Peabody in Northern California. And he kind of gave myself and he gave me and a couple of the guys that were really serious about music kind of a good nudge, like, yeah, go for it, do it. Let's record you guys, let's film it, let's improve upon your skill. And so he kind of gave us a push in the right direction when we were kind of getting to that age, like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go to college? Are we gonna go to like a tech institute, like a music institute, or are we gonna do? I wanted to do a 4-year thing because I wanted to, a full education. So I chose San Diego State. I applied at a bunch of colleges in California, and San Diego State was just the choice I made, just for a lot of reasons. I love the weather's nice and the beaches.
It's the best weather in the country, right?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty mild. That we don't get snow or anything like that, obviously, and it's just it's usually between 50 and 80. San Diego's a pretty kind of like incestuous scene. There's a lot of the guys that have been doing it, playing shows and gigs and working in town. Everyone kind of knows each other. And I was with another band before I joined Slightly Stoopid, and we had done a tour together through the mountains, like a month-long tour through most of the western region, really, like Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Wyoming, Montana, all the states out that way. And we were doing kind of a winter ski run thing, so we were playing a lot of ski towns and stuff. And basically, we were just partying like every night. The band I was in, we would play first typically, and then Slightly Stoopid was headlining, and we'd hang out, watch the show, have a couple drinks with the guys, got to know them pretty well. That was actually when OG joined the band, our percussion player, from that exact tour. And then about a year later, they'd said, the guy that we had before wasn't working out. Would you like to come and try out for this tour and see how it goes? I was like, yeah, totally. So we did like a 2-month tour, and that was it.
So you left the one band and joined Slightly Stoopid? How'd that go over with them?
I mean, I think they were maybe a little disappointed, but I think they understood too. It was a good opportunity, and like I knew that I really loved the music, that I'd heard, and I knew that I had something to add to it, just from my own perspective. Like, I liked the songs that Miles and Kyle were writing, and I felt like I had something that I could like add to that from a drumming standpoint, For me, I definitely went through trials and tribulations, like getting to where we are now, and we're at a good point right now. It could always be better. It could always be worse. I mean, I try to just keep an optimistic outlook on life, really. But, there was my 20s were super tough. When I graduated from San Diego State, I guess I was maybe about 22. And from that point till I was really about 32 was pretty tight. I was making just a little bit of money, enough to basically pay my bills and go on tour again. And come home, have a little money to make it through a month, pick up an odd job here and there. And so it was kind of like, like a labor of love. Like, I loved doing it, and I knew I wanted to pursue it, but it was tough for literally like a decade.
Rimo? That's what everyone calls you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's your first name and your last name put together.
Yeah.
But who created that and when?
Oh, that's an old name. Yeah, it's funny. That name actually came to being when I was in high school. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, we had like a little radio station at the high school. It was like a job training type thing.
Right.
And so my buddy Adam Haskins from high school, we had the Rimo Ad Rock show. So his name's Adam. We call him Ad Rock, you know, from Tribute to the Beasties. And yeah, and then it just, I don't know how it happened. It just stuck, you know.
Nervous before a show?
Yes.
Yeah?
All the time.
So what do?
Breathe.
Just breathe?
Yeah.
Do you need time by yourself, or is it kind of...
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do. It depends. I mean, if, you know, if it's like a huge show and, you know, like, there's a huge crowd out there, I mean, of course, your blood's pumping a little bit, you're getting a little adrenaline, you're getting ready, and it's not like a nervousness that would be created by fear. It's more like I'm excited, I'm anxious to get up and perform.
Do you ever mess up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Every night, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
but
all the time.
We would never know it. Is that your mentality?
I'd hope you would notice, but yeah, I mean, all of us, we all make mistakes every night, you know, I mean, it's part of the show. That's why it's a live show and not a, you know, computerized robot perfect thing. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I mean, we all make mistakes every night, you know, you're thinking about something else for a quick second and you can kind of lose your place, or, you know, you had too much to drink or too much to smoke, you might forget where you are for a minute. I mean, those things happen, but you try to just roll through it. Hey, what's up? It's Rimo from Slightly Stoopid, and you're listening to SaigeJonesRadio.
Said the man who feel him a fool, or he be the wise man. For the man who don't think he's a fool, he control his destiny, but he's too cool for himself. For himself, for himself.